Use headphones for best experience.
Welcome back to ComixFM. Today we plunge into Batman Aliens, a chilling crossover where the Dark Knight faces the galaxy's deadliest killing machine. Written by Ron Marz with stunning art by the legendary Bernie Wrightson, this story delivers horror, action and survival like never before. If you enjoy these deep dives into the world of DC vs Xenomorphs, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And always remember, support the comic book industry and keep hope alive.
Chapter 1. The Xeno Species. In the heart of a forgotten swamp between Mexico and Guatemala, Batman was dropped into the darkness by an unfeeling machine. His mind gnawed of itself, remembering every tragedy that shaped him, knowing somehow true horror was still waiting. Climbing from the murky waters, he was greeted not by a friend, but by the barrel of a gun. Hyatt, a covert ops agent, fired, but not at him. A monstrous crocodile lunged, jaws wide, hunger written in its cold reptilian eyes. Batman wrestled it into submission, binding its jaws before letting it slip away into the river's black veins. Yet peace was short-lived. Captain Seeley, another agent, confronted Batman, bristling with authority. A clash erupted, fists flashing under the jungle canopy. Batman's fury toppled Seeley, who scrambled back to his feet just as the swamp revealed its blasphemous secret. A crumbling alien spacecraft, resting in the wilderness, its dead heart still beating. Within the derelict ship, the team found horror incarnate. Twisted corpses fused into walls. Eggs, ovomorphs, hatched and waiting. Facehuggers, the architects of living nightmares, littered the ground. The soldiers bickered in fear, but Batman saw the truth. The infection had already begun. They discovered an alien humanoid cocooned to the wall with a sticky resin-like substance, but it was already dead. Scared, they decided to spend the night outside. Bored from the bickerings, Paige went out to hunt wild monkeys. By night, the jungle shuddered. Paige's screams tore the silence apart. Blood trails led to an ancient shrine overrun by death. They found the man cocooned to a wall, dead. Something had burst out of his chest. Batman revealed that the man was Abel Barrett, a geologist, working for Bruce Wayne. Batman came to his aid when Abel's family said that he was missing. Hyatt secretly coveted Abel's audio journal. They found Paige cocooned to the wall, an egg before him, split open. As Batman raced to save him, Seeley acted faster and shot Paige in the head. Cold logic dictated his brutality. It was mercy. Something was growing inside Paige, something unspeakable. And then came the swarm. Xenomorphs burst from the shadows. One struck Seeley, burning half his face with acidic blood. Batman wrestled another creature, fending off the snapping jaws with nothing but rope and nerve. In the chaos, Gantry was impaled, Vendipool was scorched, and Seeley, mad and broken, blew himself apart with a grenade, taking one of the beasts to hell with him. The survivors fled deeper underground. As Batman tended Vanderpool's wounds, he spoke of the monster's life cycle. Facehuggers, chestbursters, hunters, a perfect engine of death. Meanwhile, somewhere in the darkness, a crocodile's chest split open. The infection had crossed species. Chapter 2. Alien Attack. Later, in fevered sleep, Batman relived his parents' death, but in a warped new form. In his nightmare, Thomas Wayne suffocated under a facehugger. Martha Wayne's chest burst open, scattering pearls and blood across the alley. And Bruce, helpless, sobbing, watched as the horror grew inside him, clawing at his ribs. He awoke, shaken but resolute. Supplies were dwindling. Vanderpool was desperate. Hyatt, cold and ambitious, offered him a gun. Batman refused. He would fight this evil on his own terms. Guided by instinct and ancient bats, they discovered a sacrificial grotto, carved by forgotten hands. The The walls spoke of ritual and fire, a grim prophecy painted in stone. Batman realized fire was their salvation. Fire would cleanse this nightmare. The surviving Xenomorph struck again. One ambushed Vanderpool, its claws slashing. Batman fought back with burning torches and strength of will. Another creature dragged Hyatt toward death, but Batman pulled her free, hurling grenades, caving tunnels behind them to slow their enemies' advance. But betrayal slithered closer than the beasts. At the apex of the shrine, where waterfalls gushed and ancient statues watched like dead gods, Hyatt revealed her true nature. Greedy for power, she had learned the Xenomorph's secret, bioweapons bred for conquest. She struck Batman down, stealing the tape recorder, and with it, the terrible knowledge. Yet even Hyatt could not control what had been unleashed. Behind her, the Queen Xenomorph, a monstrous hybrid born from crocodile flesh, reared up. It impaled Hyatt with brutal efficiency, a grotesque lance of bone through her spine. Her body hit the stones like a broken doll. The Queen turned its wrath toward Batman. Steel met claw. Acid hissed as it burned through ancient stone. Batman fought with swords, with torches, with every shred of his being. He pierced the Queen's chest, spilling acid that ate through the shrine floor, revealing the molten rivers of the earth beneath. As the Queen lunged, Batman scrambled up his bat rope. The floor collapsed, and the alien matriarch plunged screaming into the lava below, consumed by fire and hatred. One last horror remained. The final Xenomorph, sleek and savage, attacked from the shadows. It bit through Batman's lifeline, but he leapt, clinging to survival by sheer will. The beast fell, flailing, into the inferno. At last, Batman crawled into the night air, broken, bleeding, but alive. He rigged the alien ship to burn, wiping away the evidence, ensuring that no greedy fool could retrace these cursed steps. Let them wonder what had happened. Let them fear the unknown. Back in Gotham's endless night, Batman sat brooding in the Batcave, listening to Barrett's journal, the last testimony of a dead man. Barrett's voice, ragged and weary, spoke of the ultimate truth. The Xenomorphs were not evil. They were pure instinct. Humanity, with its greed and cruelty, was the real horror. And Batman agreed. With grim finality, he hurled the captured facehugger into the abyss, letting darkness consume it. The evidence was gone, the nightmare buried. But in the endless war Batman fought, a war against human evil, he knew true horror was never far behind.
Thank you for watching. If you liked our story today, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated. We'll be back with more thrilling tales from the DC Universe versus the aliens and Xenomorph. Please support the comic book industry, the birthplace of these incredible stories. Batman and all related characters are copyrighted by DC Comics. Aliens and Xenomorphs were originally published by Dark Horse Comics and are now owned by Marvel Comics. This video is made purely for storytelling, with no ownership claimed by this channel.